Hey everyone, good evening. I hope you all are doing great out there. Today my topic is about my hobbies. Talking about the hobbies, hobby is a thing which one can enjoy doing the work back to back and never gets bored at all. Hobby. My hobby is kind of there are so many of hobbies of mine, such as listening songs. Cooking is one of the biggest hobby of mine, and even making the best thing from the waste material is one of the hobby. Then I love gossiping with my friends, family members, as nowadays we people are so much busy in our daily schedule or tight life, or busy in our mobile phones, social media, internet. They are the communication is very much lagging behind, so the conversation do matters in this stage of life. I never realized that how the communication went in my hobbies list and all. So having a quality time and spending a good time with family and friends is such a good memory for me. So it's a hobby because that 2 minute conversation during the cooking in kitchen with mom is really unbelievable, because every time what happens that due to our day to day life we people get so busy and we don't have that much time, but if we make time then we have really lot of time. Chatting with mother, father, brother, and even watching tv with them, and especially the on TV, the news section is one of my favorite hobbies. So watching news with my daddy is really fun for me, and really we do become serious about it. And afterwards there are so many channels like MTV and Zoom, ZTV, on which the reality shows are been conducted. Time passes by watching that TV shows. They are far better than the daily soap, and not related so much of dramatic scenes and all. Watching the reality shows are very much fun for me. And after that I love to do the best things from the waste material, because I think that there is nothing like the waste. Every tiny thing or particle tiny thing or particles can be used in its own way. Only the way is that we matters and how we create it. So I do love to do the things from the waste material, and I wish I could show some of them, but right now I'm not having, as I'm not that good in handling the products which I have made by handmade. So whenever the product or the thing is been completed from my side, I immediately gives or gifts to my near ones and dear ones. So uh, there are lots of gifts provided by the gift shopee, and all variety of the presents and articles are being placed in that shop. But making a self made and the waste material has been converted into the best material is it takes me to the another level of happiness, satisfaction, and the love I pours in it. There is no need of any words or expressing in any other way. I love to do the things from the waste material. Again, my hobby is that so many of Instagram channels have helped me to improve my skills in cooking. As my mom, she every time shouts at me that why you're not trying something new. You have to do, you being a girl, you have to do something about the cooking. You know, you should know some of the knowledge. By firstly when my mom used to shout at me, I was not that much interested in cooking. But when the Instagram came into my life, when I started following some of the cooking pages, so they interest, and when the all the ingredients are available at home, I am interested in trying a new dish. After all, my family members do supports me, and it has never happened with me that something I had tried for the first time and it has failed. That built my confidence in cooking every time new dish. I never realized that how when my cooking thing went in that hobbies list. Cooking is my also a hobby. Again, I love to read novels, and such as the romantic novels. I started when I was in 10th or ninth standard. I started reading the romantic novels that made me curious to read, and the imagination power of mine was at the another level, because see, listen, studying our regular subjects are different thing, but when while reading the novels are really different. So whenever I used to start a one book, so it was imagined by me in such a way that I used to finish it within a couple of days only. So the imagination power, if our imagination power is strong, then we get curious, and we get curious that what would happen next, and what is the story again, next which part of the story is going to continue, and that eagerness will convert into the desperation, and we I used to read all the storybook within a couple of days only. So even I love to read the history of our Indian culture. So I have also read so many of book like Shiva trilogy, Ramaputras, and even now recently I have started reading the Queen of Duryodhanas. The Kuru women's, it's related to the Kuru women's. So this kind of history is really means we the people, the way they have described, the authors, the way they have described is on the another level only. Means if we can see, if the picture or movie had been made on their writing work, so it would be a really hats off for them. So worth it movie, it would be a really worth it movie, because if those people are so much talented in writing the script in their own words, and the imagination power is so much strong, then they would really earn from it so well. So reading the history book is also means hobby of mine. Again, then I used to love, means I used to love, I used to listen songs of Arijit Singh, Jubin Nautiyal. Even the Hollywood singers are very good in singing. So Enrique Iglesias, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Alan Walker, even they people are rocking in the world all over. So the mesmerizing voice of them are really good for us, and we really love enjoying their songs and all, listening their songs. So I do spend a lot time in listening songs and all. And even nowadays, my hobby during the lockdown period, I used to watch the Turkish dramas. So uh, I never seen total 1 year any Indian television shows because of the Turkish drama. I have really gone mad for that Turkish dramas, and one of the best Turkish drama I have seen is that Daydreamer, and everywhere I go, even प्यार लफ्ज़ों में कहा, and again our story, the dramas are so much realistic, that and some of the dramas are so much of emotional that I can't control my tears at all. Means so much I never realized that the night was less full night I used to watch that Turkish drama, because the series are really I am obsessed with that series this much, and I think I'm fallen in love with the Turkish dramas. All the people are really awesome, and the Indian peoples are really really gone mad for them. So the one of my hobbies is watching the Turkish dramas also. I never realized that how I make time to get into all this, but uh, we people really definitely make a time and do all these things. So this was all about my hobbies. Thanks a lot. Thank you.